welcome back to yet another episode of the Two Count. You have myself, Charlie, here with my boy Kyle, and we are here to discuss a new topic with you. Tonight, the last one we're going to be concluding, but you guys might see it first because I'm really random and don't care when I post things sporadically like that. So, I have not even filled Kyle in on what I'm intending to speak with him about at the moment, but I saw a little tidbit of news that there may be a new opponent for AJ Styles at Wrestlemania 35. And it is something that we have all been anxiously awaiting for quite some time. It is the last match that this man should have had 3 years ago when maybe he still had a little bit of hair. The rumor is that AJ Styles will be facing Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 35. Now, in terms of my thoughts on it, look, I've wanted to see HBK get back in the ring for a long time. I do have my concerns. I don't know if he'll be able to perform at the level of someone like AJ Styles at this point. Shawn Michaels is 53 years old. He has not had a full-fledged WWE match in 8 years. That last match coming, of course, against Undertaker, who he will be wrestling potentially at Crown Jewel if it happens. So, Kyle, I think this is even news to you. How do you feel about AJ and Shawn at 35?
AJ and Shawn has been a match that, of course, I wanted to see. Two of my favorites.
Yep.
Two of the best ever.
Yep.
My question is, what does Shawn have left? And what's the story going to be about match? Why are they having the match? I mean, they could always go with the, I gotta know who's better. Cool. That's enough for me. I'm curious to see how the DX Brothers of Destruction match goes. If Shawn's coming out there and he looks like Shawn again, oh, you can bet I'm excited.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to tell by the Brothers of Destruction match because
that's another good point.
Realistically, the Brothers of Destruction match is going to be built on pops, just sort of like the Triple H Undertaker match. You're going to see a lot of brawling because that's what
Kane and the Undertaker can't do much else, and Triple H isn't far from that.
Exactly. So you're going to see, well, Triple H I think could still put on a good match with the right person.
Yeah, he can.
But Undertaker, you're going to see some punching, you're going to see some kicking, you're going to see a random steel chair shot. Any match with him in it is randomly going to get turned, no disqualification out of nowhere.
Every match.
So
you get a Heaven's Gate out of there. Triangle choke.
You get the triangle choke. You get the walking the tightrope, which he looks very uneasy doing at this point.
It was bad. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna fall.
So I think the story here, and this is the only story to me that works, is one of two scenarios. If this is happening, AJ's losing the strap before me. Because it's not going to be AJ or Shawn.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, do you think AJ will have the strap if they do have this match? And I don't think they will.
AJ Styles, here, I'm going to look up. AJ Styles' current title reign sits at, Punk was 434, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Punk was 434. I think AJ is approaching the 360s.
What will he be at by Mania?
That's what I'm saying. Because I don't see them dropping the title. I don't see him dropping the title before he breaks Punk.
Well, I mean, if he is 360 something and he's got to get to 430 something.
That's about 90 days. It's 3 months away. Maybe.
Yeah, it's about 3 months.
Royal
he could
Rumble.
do it. He could lose it at the Rumble or maybe even the pay-per-view after and still have his match with Shawn.
If he loses it at Rumble, it actually makes sense, and I'll explain why. This is
what
the
if
story.
Shawn costs him the belt?
I don't think it would be that. I think it would be a mutual adoration match.
Okay.
Now, I think what would happen is Styles loses at Rumble, right? He gets his rematch at Elimination Chamber and loses clean.
Okay.
Right. Now he's got no claim to the belt anymore. Comes out on pay-per-view, comes out on SmackDown the next day, says he lost to a better man, whoever that might be. Maybe it'll be Daniel Bryan. Maybe it'll be Andrade Cien Almas. Maybe it'll be...
God, let's hope it's on The Miz or Almas.
Could be Miz. You know, I've got nothing going into Mania now. And I'm calling you out, Shawn Michaels.
That would work.
Very similar to what Cena did last year with Undertaker. Lost. I'm calling you out.
But didn't Shawn seem to be kind of against the AJ match?
Because he didn't think he could hang, but I think he felt good after that first ring back. Keep in mind, he's been working in the Performance Center with a lot of talent.
Yeah, he's definitely been working there.
So maybe he feels, I've got one great one left in me. And now here's the thing, though, okay? There's another element to this. If the Elite comes to WWE, Kenny Omega wants that match.
Right.
So then what happens? Do you have Taker Shawn, the final chapter?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you, at the end of the day, call it, you know, and just say, we've got plenty of time now for a proper build for Omega Styles. Let's do Shawn Styles this year, and we'll do Omega Styles next year.
That's what I would do.
That would make sense.
I would build Omega Styles for a year.
I would say, well, I honestly think they should do an OGBC versus the Elite war for a year on SmackDown.
Yeah. Leading up to an AJ Omega Mania match, maybe.
That, again, Daniel Bryan said it best. That's giving WWE Creative a lot of credit.
I know. That, God, what am I thinking? It's 1998 again?
Yep, exactly. So, look, I think if Shawn feels, because I don't think he'd wrestle the match if he didn't feel that he could put up a good match.
At least quality.
Styles. Remember,
You know, something he's not embarrassed of.
I think Styles can carry the match.
Okay.
Really, they could turn it almost into like a technical type of match, a la a Bret vs. Shawn.
Okay.
Where they could spend a lot of time on the ground in an entertaining manner that keeps Shawn from being winded. You know, this is a guy who paced out an Iron Man match. I think he could put together a 20-minute match that's entertaining with AJ Styles.
Oh, yeah. And think about it. Think about what Jericho and Omega could do. You don't think Michaels might be able to pull a little of that magic out and do something with AJ?
Exactly.
I think he can.
I think he absolutely
And, you know, if you want to save that AJ Omega match, you give Omega Rollins, while Shawn Michaels has AJ for 1 year.
And they've alluded to that. And they've alluded to that too.
Yes, they have.
And then what do you do?
Which I'm interested in.
Do you put the Elite on Raw?
I like them on SmackDown, but they go on Raw.
I like them on SmackDown.
They're big names.
I like them on SmackDown. My problem is, look, subject for a different video, but I think that if they do go there, you're going to bury half of them, right? Unless the Bucks just run ragged over the Raw division. I don't know.
Yeah, I still worry about that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we shall see. But in terms of Michaels versus Styles, I think Michaels has to be confident he can hang with AJ for 20 minutes. If that's the case...
I don't think he would do it if he couldn't.
And if that's the case, I'm fine with it. And I honestly would like to see him go out. I know this sounds crazy. That Undertaker-Michaels match was a work of art.
Yes, it was.
If you're going to end a career, that is definitely the note to end a career.
Yeah.
That said, if he wants to risk it, right? Because you're basically saying, all right, well, there's different ways you can end your career, right? He ended his career on his terms, saying this was the match. He put on a show and then hasn't come back. He's kept to his word.
Yeah.
Other than that, stupid with DX thing. He's kept to his word. He, outside of that, has been completely removed from wrestling. Then you have a guy like Edge, who didn't get the match of his terms.
Yep.
Props to him. Put on one hell of a match. Or you get a guy like Matt Hardy, whose career is done, and that ended with a tag team loss to the B team. So, I mean, he's risking a lot. Do I think he can deliver? That's on him. I don't think he needs this.
I think he will.
I don't think he needs it, though. I really don't.
I think
want to
there's
see
part
it, but
of
I don't
his
think he needs
ego
it.
that won't let him suck.
Yeah.
He's never been one to go out there and not want to steal the show.
I just don't want another Brett Vince.
Yeah, thankfully I think Shawn can take bumps.
Shawn can take bumps, and I think Shawn's back probably, is in a better situation than Brett, who had a stroke and things like that. But I just don't want.
Yeah, by far.
I just don't want the old man Michaels ruining what the young man Michaels has built. One of my favorite Blu-rays in my collection is the Mr. Wrestlemania Blu-ray, where it has
Blu-ray, I have it too.
Where it's literally every match of Mike, and you could literally sit there and watch that with just like no hesitation, without wanting to get up and take a piss for fucking 4 hours straight if you wanted to. I don't want this to be especially at WrestleMania, I don't want this to be the, thing that sullies that long archive of fantastic matches.
Yeah. Well, I don't either. It would be really a shame if he sullied his
Mr. WrestleMania.
He ended his career with the perfect story-ending match.
He did.
The only thing you bring him out for is to have this crazy match with AJ, in my opinion. And that's provided he could do a crazy match with AJ.
You know what would be crazy? And I know they can't do it, but imagine they did a ladder match.
Oh, that'd be good. Shawn will go there.
No, he won't go there, and you can't do it because there'll be no title, there'll be no briefcase, there'll be no nothing. It would be interesting if somehow Shawn could get into the World Cup, and AJ was in the World Cup, and they somehow that's how their feud started. They double count out or something at the World Cup to determine who the better wrestler was. I mean, that would be a great way to build up to the feud, but I mean, let's just hope AJ really... I know AJ can carry him. Let's just hope they have that one great match. And then I don't want to hear from another single fan that Shawn Michaels should get back in the ring after that.
No, this is it. We need to accept this. The man is in his 50s. Let's let him go.
Yep, we don't need it anymore.
He is doing great at the PC. I'm happy with his work there. Let him do that.
And he's been instrumental to one man's development.
Adam Cole, baby.
Absolutely. I mean, they're grooming him to be the next him. So putting him next to him was fantastic. That's another question for another video. Also, remind me to come back to this. The Elite coming to WWE's impact on Adam Cole.
And the whole Undisputed Era, really.
And the whole Undisputed Era. Well, that'll just be like Ring of Honor versus Bullet Club, realistically.
Yeah, realistically, yeah.
So, with that, guys, obviously we have a lot of things to say about a lot of things, but this was about Shawn and this was about AJ. So, we ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel, click the notification button, let us know that you guys want to hear more content from us. Always feel free. Let us know in the comments below what you think of a potential AJ versus Shawn Michaels match. Are you for it? Are you against it? Tell us why. We'd love to hear. And with that...
Who do you think would win?
Who do you think will win? Well, I mean, but yeah, we'll let you guys see.
Hopefully, AJ.
Yeah, seriously. Hopefully. And with that, we bid you guys adieu. Until next time, there'll be multiple episodes coming this week, so stay tuned. You guys have a great night. I will talk to you soon.
Bang.